Okay, morning. It's the 22nd of August. I have been pretty slow in getting anything up in the last 10, 12 days because it is obviously still some holidays. Still got 2 kids at home for another 2 and a bit weeks, which is just slowing things down. That said, I have actually been up to quite a cool few things. Just averaging around about sort of 50 kilometers a week running, which is okay, but getting those efforts in as well, the hill repeats, etc. Hitting the gym pretty hard as well, and also getting out on the bike with a gravel bike, but only shorter sessions, but more like doubles and triples throughout the day. But I'll go into more detail about X, Y, and Z later. It is still very early. I've just got up, hence why I'm whispering a little bit. But today, being Monday, is the perfect time just to start the new ball rolling with the vlogs again. This is going to be a vlog about what I've been up to, what I'm doing, and kind of where I'm going. But I'm going to use the backdrop of my training as a backdrop, if that makes sense. So I'm heading out later on, well, in a minute actually, when my cleaner gets here, Kasha. Because that's what I've been doing, taking any window of opportunity that I can to get out, because my wife has been going to work much earlier now and coming back later. Hence, I have been with the kids a lot more, and so I'll be going out for a little quick run later, which I will talk about a few things. But during that run, actually what I will be doing, we'll be testing out my old Coros Apex here, Coros Apex. I just want to see how well it tracks the GPS against my Garmin 6X Pro Sapphire, which I've always had issues with the GPS. But I've just gone back to this one here, which I haven't put on for a long time. Feels amazingly light actually, so kudos to that. And I will also use my phone as another sort of measuring tool for GPS, pace, distance, etc. because there's something just not right with this one here, the Garmin, unfortunately, which I've known about for a long time. That's why I've been using the Stride. But anyway, I'm babbling on. I'll catch you outside. Both watches on, Garmin Fenix 6X Pro Sapphire and the Coros Apex, and I'm going to put the phone on as well, just to see how it goes. Right, I'm going to crack on. So on a different note, which I'll talk about later in much more detail, there's a great book that I've just been listening to, probably even better to read, but it's called The Comfort Crisis by Micheal Easter. I will delve a lot more into it, but it's a really good book that's sort of written on the backdrop of a great adventure in Alaska for about 30 days. But it talks about all things sort of training, sport, nutrition, mindfulness, and just all sorts of little ideas, key things that have sort of reminded me to, let's say, leave my phone at home a few times, stop the screen time, forest bathing, blah 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 blah. But again, I'll go into a lot more detail a bit later on about that book, but that just popped in my head now. So that's The Comfort Crisis by Micheal Easter, who I think also is a journalist. He writes for Men's Health in the States. He's American. Not sure it is, but anyway, check that one out. Very good book. Right. Okay, hang on, we going? Yeah. Right, so I've just stopped the run. Interesting, the Strava said 51 minutes, 34 seconds, I did 9.26 kilometers. That's an average pace of 5:34. So 9.26 over the 51 minutes. My Coros said I did, hang on, 8.93, and my, what's this one here? 8.88 on the Garmin Fenix. So 8.88, 8.93 and 9.26. So that is a difference of, yeah, two
400 meters nearly, actually. So that's quite a big difference throughout. And that's 400 meters over that 9 kilometers. That's over nearly 20 kilometers. That would be, well, 600-700 meters. Yeah, so you're nearly losing it 1 kilometer after 20k of running with the differences. So that is something to take into consideration. But what I will do is try it with the Stride as well, the Stride foot pod, just to get that really. Oh, it's a bit hot here. Oof. Just to get that double accurate. Well, just to see what it says against the Strava on the phone. But yeah, interestingly, the phone obviously has a stronger satellite signal, and it picks up more satellite quicker, I guess, if that makes sense, and it keeps on track because it didn't drop. So that's an average pace of 5:34. So there's quite a difference between the two watches and the phone, but actually the two watches themselves are pretty identical. That's hardly any difference at all. And I would say, I forgot how light and how lightweight this Coros is compared to the Garmin. Garmin's obviously a much bigger watch. It's a much more attractive looking watch, but it is a heavier watch. And you do forget about this little Coros Apex on your wrist much more. So that's just something else to note. Right, back home.
Okay, it's now 11:12. 12 minutes past 11. I'm gonna hit the gym. So we're gonna do a nice simple session of pull-ups and dips and some sort of shoulder press as well. And I'm gonna go for the heavy reps around about, warm up with some body weight stuff, but then the working sets will be 3 to 4 reps with a 24 kilo weight attached to me. Again, I'm not going to failure. I'm just going to get quality reps out for that strength stimulus. This is not about hypertrophy. This is just about strength. So the reps will be nice and low. Rest periods will be long, and it's just to get that central nervous system fired up and that sort of neurological strength. Because strength is a skill, and you just need to train that method. .24 kilo kettlebell onto there. I'm hoping this holds. And now we're going to go for, again, 2 to 3 reps, but good quality. So nice and deep down. 3. So I'm going to stop it there. Just 3 clean, simple reps with the 24 kilo dumbbell. I'm going to wait for about 6 seconds and get 3 pull-ups with the same weight. 24. 1. 2. Just 2. Okay, just to clarify, that was a quick gym session, 20 minutes, 25 minutes, just very low reps. It's that sort of idea of just getting the low reps in, not stressing your body too much. Sort of that same principle like the strength that the farmers and labourers have. They are incredibly strong. They don't go crazy and they don't go for the pump, but they do build that neuromuscular strength, I guess, just the connection where they've learned it as a skill to fire up the muscles. So short, sweet bursts every now and then, done. But I will go into that more detail if you like. Just ping some messages down there if you want to know more about that. I might do another whole video on just strength training because it does deserve it. But going back to what I said earlier about the book, Micheal Easter. So that's the book there, The Comfort Crisis. It's a brilliant book, really, 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 really good. It's all about basically the idea of getting comfortable with being uncomfortable. The idea that modern society, humans nowadays, are just all too reliant on cell phones, home comforts, and we just need to break away and just start to experience quietness, silence in the woods, forest bathing. It's all set on the backdrop of his adventure in the wilderness in Alaska. A 30-day hunt, which he basically just starts to rediscover certain feelings and emotions and it's just, yeah, it's just, the list is endless on how good the book is, and it talks about nutrition, diet, training, but again, just that whole principle about getting uncomfortable, getting comfortable with being uncomfortable, which is something that I've touched on before in my own videos, because I do believe, you know, that's when you start to appreciate things more. When you go out for super long, hard runs and you smash yourself to pieces, you just enjoy and appreciate other things like shelter, home, warmth, water, etc. So Micheal Easter, The Comfort Crisis, definitely worth a read, or what I'm kind of lazily doing is listening to it, which actually is kind of ironic, because he does say we spend way too much time on our phones, screen times with electronics in this digital world that we live in, and we have to have a little break every now and then. And I've just done small things. I'm not having my phone in my room anymore, charging at night. It's out of the room. And I quite like every now and then just to go for a walk in the woods with nothing, with no electrical stuff, no digital stuff, which is hard because we've all got covered in it, but I think it's very good for you. So yeah, leave the comments below if you read the book, if you've read something similar. But I'd be keen to hear whether you have read it and what you think. Also, about going back to what I did earlier about the Garmin, the Phoenix Garmin, and testing with GPS. I'd love to know what you guys have as your most accurate GPS systems, because there's a bit of a lag, and it can't just be where I live. I mean, admittedly those two watches were the same, but the trees, I don't know, maybe there is something around here that's blocking some signals, but I'm just, yeah, slightly frustrated that I just want something really reliant, really reliable, and simple. Stride does work really well when it is synced up to Garmin. I actually have to calibrate that again because it's lost it slightly in the last 6 months, but yeah, let me know any ideas on GPS tracking stuff that you guys have that you think is spot on, and also about the book, The Comfort Crisis, and I will be coming back to you very soon. So I'm going to be doing more videos like this, just short, simple ones, although this probably has gone a little bit longer than I wanted to, but I just want to keep that ball rolling. So I'm planning hopefully to get out on a bike ride tomorrow, and I will talk about that tomorrow. Maybe get another video up tomorrow or the next day. So yay. Right, thanks for watching. Please click that like and subscribe button if you haven't already. If you have, thank you very much. I will leave it here. See you soon. Bye.